And Zoom's not functioning. Hold on one second. Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Jeff with Cybersecurity and IT Professional Podcast, where industry leaders share their insights. It's about 6 questions. It is 6 questions in about 9 minutes because hackers never sleep. So let's jump right in. Question number 1, in a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Jon Santee. I am the Vice President of IT for my company. First and foremost, I am a husband and father of 4, and in the 10 minutes a day that I have outside of that, I get to lead a group of very talented individuals across infrastructure, customer support, development, and all things IT.
Fantastic. John, question number 2, what would you say is the best thing about being a senior level IT professional?
Well, not just being a senior level IT professional, but being in this field in general. IT people are problem solvers and tinkerers. We like to solve puzzles, and I can only think of a handful of professions that give all of us the opportunity to do exactly that day in and day out. Everything about what we do is solving puzzles and tinkering and helping folks.
Yeah, I hear that. Question number 3. I hear that being in IT and cybersecurity is not only a top concern these days, but even growing as we go through the days. What does that specifically mean to you?
Well, let's start with the overly honest answer. Nobody wants to have their name attached to some cybersecurity breach or intrusion incident. Nobody wants to be that person. Beyond that, though, those of us in this industry have a very genuine concern for the security and the privacy of the data that's been trusted to us. We want that information that is in our care to stay in our care. We don't want to cause that loss of trust. And because of the growing number of threats now that we have in this world, that is becoming a growing concern for all of us.
It is indeed. And on that, question number 4, what insights as an IT professional, especially for you in a company that's sort of near the startup phase, but growing into maturity, would you like to share with others like yourself?
Great. So this idea that I've been tossing around quite a bit now is this concept of easier, faster, more secure. Think of it as a triangle. You've got more secure is sitting at the top. It's the peak. It's the goal of all things IT. It, however, cannot be reached if you're not building everything on this idea of it also being easier and faster. Yeah, we can make things perfectly secure and perfectly unusable. That's not going to help anybody. You also have to think about human psychology. We are in a world that if you don't make security easier, your people are going to find something easier than security. So you've got to apply this concept of easier, faster, and more secure to everything that we do. And that's something I've challenged my teams with. So anything that we bring to the table, no matter how large or small the project or idea might be, we have to run through those 3 questions. If we can't answer yes to all 3 of them, the next thing we then ask ourselves is, then why are we doing this? There may be very viable, perfectly understandable reasons why we would continue to move forward with something, even if we can't answer yes to all 3, but it forces us to understand why. We have to be able to explain to not only ourselves, but to others then why we're looking to move forward with something that doesn't match our own internal standard. So this idea of easier, faster, and more secure is one that I've really been working hard with, not only with my teams, but with others that I've been speaking to.
Very well put, John. Hopefully that's something that gains more traction as
I hope so.
us in the IT and cybersecurity space realize that a lot of folks perhaps are at a different level, have different priorities, and so therefore making it
Right.
easier for them is something we all need to do.
We must. We've got to keep that security in mind, but we have to also remember that we're not going to be the sole users. We're going to have folks that don't eat, breathe, live, and die this every day that have to be able to utilize the things we're putting together for them.
Yeah, well put. Okay, great. Question number 5. What other successful IT professionals like yourself would you like to acknowledge and might have any interest to be on our podcast?
So I'm going to go ahead and shill for a member of my team. My infrastructure manager, Vic Bhakta, is not only one of the most technically talented people I've ever worked with, he is also just this great personality, somebody that you want to sit down and talk to. And he can bring in just general, very easygoing conversation, great ideas to the table to help people solve problems that they might not even know they have. Another one that I really highly recommend is one of my mentors. His name is Mark Cochran. He has been in the IT industry far longer than I have, has seen just about every situation that could possibly pop up, and has a wealth of great stories to share, and can teach you not only the technical lessons, but then also the personal lessons that come from those experiences.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Mhm.
And finally, question number 6. What is your favorite piece of retro technology that makes you smile?
I'm a retro gamer. You put me someplace where there's pinball machines and Pac-Man and Dig Dug and Galaga sitting up against a wall, and I am like a kid on Christmas. I love those. I'm loving the fact that we're seeing places pop up that are catering to exactly that sort of entertainment need. And every time, like clearly, I get a smile just thinking about it.
Me too. Hey, you did great, John. We got about a minute left. Is there anything you'd like to share about yourself, about your company, with our community?
The big thing that I've been sharing with everybody right now is just remember that, as IT people, we get to be helpers. And in this insanity that has been 2020, I've gotten to see a lot of my peers do exactly that. They've done a great job of helping others have some little piece of normalcy in this very abnormal year that we've been living through.
Indeed, indeed. Well, brilliant. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
This is Jeff again from Cybersecurity Professionals. We'd love to have you come out and check out more of our episodes, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.